like how about you shot bus, crocodiles, the bonus that was the great millstone, peace and mercy to the elect, brother. But thought that this one gonna be Jake is fed up with you devils. Jake, Jake done had it with you devils, man. Jake done lost their shit. Jake is at a breaking point. Seeing what happened, what had transpired during the whole Crown Vic situation. So, I mean, the pandemic, Jake was in the streets riding this and that, but you know, recently you had that chair incident. So the tensions amongst the races is hot, basically. They're hot. Things is hot. Things is hot in the Middle East. You know, what they call the Middle East. Things is hot over here. Things is hot everywhere, man. But I'm about to read this little article right here. And Jake, man, Jake has had it with you devils. So this dude named Stephen Hutcherson, Jake, it looked like they allegedly said that he tried to stab two Edomite girls. He tried to stab two little Edomite girls. They said he's like he said he want all Edomites to perish or to be deleted, right? Try to keep it PC for the YouTube algorithm, but he was he was basically he was basically he's like I had it with these devils. He had it. He went to try to stab them. I think he stabbed the two girls, man. That's what they said. Could be a lie. Could be a lie. But read the article. It says a 36-year-old uh, so-called black man he says I want all I want all the devils dead. That's what he said. Before stabbing two white teenage girls aged 14 and 16 who were visiting NYC with their parents eating at a restaurant on Christmas morning. The 16-year-old was stabbed in the back, the knife in her lungs. Her younger sister was stabbed in the thigh. So Jake was Jake about to had it with these devils, man. Jake then started to lose their minds fucking with these devils. They're just attacking these motherfuckers. They didn't have it. They ain't gonna take no more from these devils, man. You know, Jake then had it with these devils. So it goes on to say Hutchinson was booked on felony counts of attempted murder, assault, criminal possession of a weapon, and misdemeanor endangering welfare, according to the Massachusetts, Manhattan police. Uh, I guess there was, I don't know if he was trying to grape him or what he was trying to do, but you know, he ended up stabbing him and saying, "I want them all dead." Jake just in the middle of losing his mind. He's vexed. Israel is vexed. Jake is vexed. It says that in Day 725, he's a think to change times and laws, and he shall seek out to wear the saints out of the Most High. And our people are worn out, man. They're sick and tired, man. They're pissed off at these conditions and all this shit that they're going through. And they take it out, in various ways, man. So it says, so they try to and look at the end of the day, look at how they're trying to paint Jake right here. They're trying to make it seem like he had a long track record of being a violent, individual. They don't talk about Esau that way in the media. They don't talk about Esau that way. So Judah is about to become a terror unto Egypt. Our people about to there about to be some tensions, amongst the because we're all moving into darker times. The scripture say perilous times shall come. So as of now, it's like any little thing that goes on, and it's a fight breaking out between Jake and Esau. And Jake ain't taking no more shit. They ain't. It says Isaiah 19:1, the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst. I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian. That's why this place is divided. This place is very divided. There's no structure. These people all believe in different stuff, and they all really hate each other. So they're all against each other. So it says, I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian. They shall fight, everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof. I will destroy the councils, and they shall seek the idols to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to wizards. And the Egyptian will I give over to the hand of a cruel lord, and the fierce king shall rule over them. All right, so this place is about to get ready to go down, But you see these little incidents between Judah and Esau, and they're going at it. Jake didn't have it. Jake done lost his mind. Jake like fuck it, So that's the time we're living in. The time where Esau is going down. Second Ezra 6:9. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that follow. They're pissed off, man. They're pissed off, and they ain't even they ain't even the beginning of Jacob's trouble. It's brewing. So say verse 14, and the Lord have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a man staggereth in his vomit, as a drunk man staggereth in his vomit. Neither shall be any work for Egypt which the head or the tail or the branch or rush may do. In that day, Egypt shall be like unto women. Verse 17 says, in the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself, because of the counsel of the Lord of hosts, which he hath determined against it. So, this is why, you see spirits crave for vengeance. They in their fury lay upon sore strokes and appease the wrath of him that made them. And that's what you see before you. Like, Jake started, you see that? Jake is just attacking these Edomites. Jake don't care no more. They didn't have it. The land of Judah shall be a terror on Egypt, man. So you got these Jake. They're just out there fighting. They see a devil, they just like fuck it, which is not good, because you're supposed to wait on the Lord, and live peaceably amongst all men. That's what you're supposed to do. But these 2/3 in the world, they're gonna, like Magneto said, let the pawns go first. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. They're gonna start. They're gonna start fighting. As they've done, because they watch all these damn movies. They watch all these Purge movies and all these other movies. They watch all these freaking movies, and they get bad ideas in their head. They get bad ideas. They think they're like some fucking GI Joe soldiers. You can't defeat Esau with the sword. That's why this dude's they got him gemmed up on a bunch of charges. Like, he got a bunch of charges on him, like 17 counts, but they haven't been able to convict him on nothing like that. But it looked like, you know, they don't look good. But I don't know. This type of shit, is weird because you know you don't know what kind of behavior this could be. It could be some type of agent trying to make Jake look bad or something like that, or it could be like who knows. But you know the moral of the story is that Jake is getting pissed off. That's the moral of the story. Jake then had it, with the whole situation with the folding chair and all that shit, in the down there in Louisiana, I think it was, on the bayou or the river. I think it was the river. Who knows where it was? But yeah, our people are sick, man, and they're fucking tired of this goddamn place, man. We all are. So the article go on to say, basically they were from South Africa, or South America. These little girls, they probably weren't even white girls. Well, who knows? But I guess that's what the dude said. They got him yammed up. He was like, all Edomites gotta go. That's what basically he said. They started stabbing these motherfuckers. Their spirits created for vengeance. Sirach 39:27. All these things are for good to the godly, so are they to the sinners. They are turned to evil. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In a time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So the Lord created this type of dude as the spirit created for vengeance, man. That dude is a spirit created for vengeance. Certain people just come on the earth for certain things. Like their 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 role, their spirit is to be a warrior, or to be like Jeffrey Dahmer, for instance. He was a spirit created for vengeance. He was set up to judge these these sodomites. These weirdos. He was judging them. He was putting them to death in the most weird ways, most most messed up, macabre ways. He was putting them to death on some crazy shit. Drill their heads. Man, just sick shit. But that's what happens. The Lord send a evil spirit after your ass if you do evil. You get a Jeffrey Dahmer fucker. You mess around, you meet some nigga. He's a serial killer. You know. Now your ass is chopped up in a briefcase or in a trailer park somewhere. That's the story on the news all the time. Oh, so and so in the club, you got in a car with so and so, and now I seen it firsthand. I knew these women that I used to know that they died that way. Like a handful of them, actually two, namely, but another one went missing. But she was found later on. But these women, they think shit is sweet out here, man. They think that they could just go anywhere and do anything. So this spirit's created for vengeance, and the Lord judge you for all kind of stuff, being a hoe, you know, being wicked, all right, being a mole, all right. And we don't know what these little girls were doing. The Lord had them get stabbed up. If you get shot or some shit like that, that's some judgment. That's some hardcore judgment. Anyway, so their spirits crave for vengeance, which in their fury lay upon sore strokes. And in time of destruction, they pour out their wrath and appease they pour out their force, and they appease the wrath of him that made them. So that dude was a spirit created for vengeance. All he's been doing all his life is fighting and shit, getting in trouble. They said he had already felonies and stuff. But why would he do that shit? He lost his mind. He's just like, fuck it. I'm just, I don't care no more about nothing. I'm trying to take these little white girls out right here. Like, what the fuck? You know, he was just going at them and stabbing them. And shit. You know, that's crazy. But that's the story. You know? The brother has sent the story. I felt like I had to like, touch on it because that's the time like we're living in like violent times, man. Like, motherfucker just start stabbing niggas in the store, start shooting people. That mass shootings, right? Those are spirits created for vengeance too. The spirits created for vengeance also, like these motherfucking sharpshooters, people that go crazy, they just start like, yeah, violent motherfuckers. Man. But some of these things could be like, some of these people could be like, they could be agent provocateurs too. You don't know, man, because why would he like, why would they do that type of shit? And then they might say, oh, later on he was so and so, he was part of so and so group, you don't know. They set up these kind of things, psychological operations. That's the devil. Scripture say we are not ignorant to his devices. We're not ignorant to the devices of this devil, and how he operates, which he plays with the minds of the people, and it makes it seems like, the black man is like some type of threat to society. And when the world is being threatened by the existence of the devil, so-called white people, So the spirit hopped on this man. He was in the spirit, and the spirit just overcame him, But he shouldn't have did no shit like that. But now he's facing jail time. It looked like he's facing jail time. The man is facing jail time, and he's probably gonna get convicted. Probably gonna go down for a number of years. But Judah then lost their shit, and all the tribes, they're pissed off with Esau. Everybody's fucking mad at Esau, man. Esau's the devil. Everybody's oppressed in this place. It says Judah and Israel were oppressed together. They that held them captives held them fast and refused to let them go. They refused to let us go. They continue to tax the shit out of you. Everybody's poor in this place except the wicked of our people. If you're wicked, you'll prosper. But you can't ever really get ahead like you're supposed to. You know what I mean? Like everything is just you're spending your fucking money. Haggai 1:6. Haggai 1:6 say, you put your money in a bag for the holes. You work, you sow much, you bring in little. So the Lord said all things bad, man. As long as you're able to take care of your business and shit, it's all good, for the most part. You shouldn't really worry about being rich or having excess because the Lord is going to increase us very soon. And the true riches is the wealth of the knowledge of the scriptures, which is worth more than gold or silver, because through that we will receive the actual gold or silver in and of itself. You know what I mean? But as we well know that the time's coming that, dangerous fucking times, man. Jake, look at this. They're just starting to fucking go crazy on these Edomites. Not saying that you should do that, because at the end of the day, we gotta wait on the Lord. Wait ye upon me until I rise up to the prey. So the Lord's gonna rise up and hunt these devils, and he's gonna give you the power to do so, where you can't go to prison like this dude about to go to prison, unless this is fake. Which, like I said, I opened the door to the possibility that it could be fake, man, because you don't know. This is just a fucking news story, So they can make it seem like Jake is crazy or something like that, and then that's how the people tie it into you already know where this devil's going, with these kind of antics, because this don't seem like a normal Jake behavior. But then again, these niggas be doing all kind of drugs. Who knows? But he's so pissed off, he just he just got angry, But I find it hard to believe that this dude would just, randomly start blurring out stuff like that. Like he want to delete all the devils, like like randomly, and then just attack two little girls. He just attacked two little girls. But they're still women, but they're still considered minors in this world. But I mean, I would have understood if he was trying to like rape them or something. But you know, even though like you shouldn't do that shit either. It's not expedient for you to do. But like he was just trying to stab him up. Like he's trying to kill him. So he's pissed off. Jake, he says that when a man is angry, he shall take no ransom, man. There's nothing you could give him to appease his wrath. When he's just pissed off, he's angry. You really can't give him nothing. Like his anger is gonna take the best of him. And when a man has been done so dirty as Jake has been done here in this society, like you just fucking you don't care no more. You don't give a fuck. Jake don't care about their life no more. They just want justice, and and that's understandable, man. But that's why the Holy Spirit, the Comforter. See, but revenge is not the that's not the way you're gonna get it. That type of revenge. This nigga try to take revenge his own way. You know, he try to take it. So it says, spirits crave for vengeance. Verse 29, and fire and hail and famine and death, all these crave for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts, scorpions, serpents, to the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. They rejoice. See, so them little girls are doing some evil too, because none have perished being innocent, man. Them little girls are doing evil. Some random strangers just start to stab you. Ain't no coincidence. Ain't no coinkadink, man. Some random motherfucker just start stabbing you, man. You was doing some witchcraft or something. Lord, get your ass get stabbed. Because they was from South America, so they probably was like some type of Brazil or Argentina or something like that. But they might look like Edomites or whatever. But they probably, because usually like most of them people down there are Jakes, but who knows? They didn't show no picture of the victims because of course they're minors or whatever. They can't release that information, I guess, to the public. But yeah, they try to paint Jake as if he was like some type of multiple time oppressor or something, like offender, which who knows? But Jake be having a rap sheet in this society. All right. But petty theft shit like that. That's what it looked like. But they're trying to put it as violence too. Anyways, said they shall rejoice in his commandment, because they could just pin stuff on you, in the media that you didn't ever did. That's the devil. It says he speak with a forked tongue. Psalm 55 and 21. The word of his mouth smoother than butter. Right? Yeah, let me jump over there. Yeah, Psalm 55. Yeah, his words for war, man. Psalm 55 and 20. That he put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant. Yeah, did not this devil make covenants with Jake? Make promises. Oh yeah, you're gonna have lands and Trail of Tears and this and all these covenants that he done broken with the Native American Indian, with the Gadite, with the Reubenite, all right, all the above, with the Simeonite, Ephraim, Judah, all the tribes have been done dirty by this devil. Judah gets shot in the street today, because of how they look. So just go to show you that. So it says, verse 21, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn swords. Yeah. So you know how the devil gets, especially in his media. Whoever controls the media controls the narrative and the conversation of the talking heads on TV, and the blogs and all that shit. very much run underneath the conglomerates of the media, tycoons. These small headers. They run the NBA, they run all the media broadcasting sites like Disney, which is the biggest media company, but they own Apple and all that shit. That's a small hat business. CNN, you know, Fox News, all the sites, all that and they all use it to spread propaganda, stoke fear into people and make shit happen that is not even real. Not report on the proper news. You know, so his words were drawn swords, man. War was in his heart. His words, it was smooth and butter, but war was in his heart, man. You know? So you can't really believe anything like this that you read on here, but confirm or deny it, we can't. But like Yoda said, but there's no doubt that Jake is pissed off, and I can see it going either way. Could be fake, but the nigga, he's just pissed off. I'm sure, but it just don't sound normal to me. But it's up to your it's up to your discretion, I guess you would say. Uh, verse 22: Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved, but thou, O Most High, shall deliver them from the pit of destruction. Bloody men and deceitful men shall not live out half their days, but I will trust in thee. And this dude was being bloody. This guy, and he ain't gonna make it. Because he tried to take matters into his own hands and shit, and try to jump the gun and shit. But you can't do that. You gotta wait because the vengeance is not. It's not in your hands, man. You can't move like that. Everything has to be done in decency and order. What the fuck kind of shit is this? You know, it's a false balance. You have to have rule over your spirit. The scripture say, he that has no rule over his spirit is better than he that has rule over his spirit is better than he that taketh the city. Right? It's better than he that taketh the city. So, Sirach 39 and verse 30. The teeth of wild beasts, scorpions, serpents, the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon the earth when need is come. And when their time is here, they shall not transgress his word. That's right. Therefore, from the beginning, I was resolved and thought upon these things and left them in writing. It goes on to say, all the works of the Lord are good, and he will give every needful thing in due season. So this is, as people might see as, he shouldn't have did that, whatever. That's the Lord's will. The Lord did that. Anything that happens, the Lord sanctioned it. So all the works of the Lord are good, and he will give every needful thing in due season. Even when you see these wicked people, like they're a necessary evil, even though we don't fucking like them. And the scripture say the abomination, the just man is an abomination to the wicked, and the wicked man is the abomination to the just. So they despise us and we them, but that's the constant war against good and evil. All right. And basically it's you against the world at this point. So all the works of the Lord are good, and he will give every needful thing in due season, so that a man cannot say this is worse than that. For in time they shall all be well approved. Therefore praise ye the Lord with thy whole heart and mouth. Bless thee the name of the Lord. Right. For vengeance belongs to the Lord. So call on the Lord for your vengeance and your salvation. Don't let it be, your own will, take matters into your own hands. But that's dumb. You see, what that dude did was not smart. Ultimately, it's gonna lead to his downfall, whether or not he's a agent or whatever. They're gonna do that dude dirty in the prison or whatever, for if they find out anyways that he did some shit like that, whatever the case may be, you know. It says vengeance, the word for vengeance, revenge or retribution, vindication, to assert a claim. So what is our claim? That we're the Lord's chosen people. Who's going to prove that? The Lord is going to come and deliver his people from the hands of their oppressors, so-called white man, the devil, which everyone is at odds with, even Ishmael and all these other nations. Everybody's at odds with this guy. Nobody's happy with this devil. The scriptures say, "Thou has been." Can you put that, bro? Thou hast been small amongst the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. I have made thee small amongst the heathen, and thou art greatly despised. Everybody hates this devil. Everybody's tired. They don't want to deal with this devil's dollar no more. They want to move on and do their own thing. It's not you, it's me. Like as they would say. In the breakup, they say it's not me, it's you. It's not me, it's you, bro. So to take revenge is to take vengeance. To assert a claim, our claim is that we're the Israelites, and these devils are imposters, and we've been oppressed in America for hundreds of years, and are removed from our lands forcefully, and made to worship other gods that are not ours, made to partake in traditions that's not our own. At the end of the day, these goddamn devils here, these goddamn devils, they have removed us far from our borders, and they removed that neighbor's landmark. The scriptures say, "Remove not that neighbor's landmark," man. Fucking devil has removed all of our ancient high places. It says in Ezekiel 36:1, aha, that the heathen have said we have the ancient high place in possession. We possess the ancient high places. So they're mocking us and calling us. See, it's an insult. A minority. What the fuck is a minority? What is a black man? What is a Latin? That's an insult, man. A Hispanic. What the fuck is that? What the hell is a Puerto Rican? That's not a thing. That's not a real thing. It's a corporate title. Like Johnson or Maxwell, or those are all corporations, man. McDonald. That's a slave name. That's why when we come into this truth, you're able to take on a new name, a new image. Scripture say you reborn. Okay, Obadiah 1:2, behold, I have made thee small amongst the heathen, thou art greatly despised, right? Greatly despised. This devil is greatly despised. Okay. Everybody can't stand this devil. Nobody can stand this devil. So that's why scripture say all the hands of the wicked shall come upon thee, overtake thee. Every hand of the wicked, man, shall come upon this devil. All the hands of the people, man, they're all going to come upon this devil. The beast shall hate the whore and burn her with fire. Because America is selfish. It's all for itself. They don't care about anybody else but themselves. And if America is not the number one, they're gonna burn. They're trying to burn everything down. That's why they're gonna hit the reset button. The elites, the wicked elites, because they're done with America as a whole, and they're gonna move on to the global new world order, where everyone's gonna have to take a micro C hip, which is the charagma. Everybody's gonna have to partake in the charagma. The micro C hip, unless they want to be exited out of society, which ultimately that's the fate of the hopeful elect. That's the fate. That's the fate. Because what else is there to do? If not but to believe. Because at the end of the day, That's part of the hour of temptation. Uh, the Lord said, "Devil cast you into prison. Was it 10 days? So be thou faithful, and I shall be with thee." Right? So this devil, he seeks to persecute the saints of the Most High, and he may or may not use shit like this in accordance to his mo, which is smear campaigns, and shit like that. That's why he has stuff like the what's this place called, Anti Defamation League, and also Southern Poverty Law Center, where they label all these different groups, based upon their beliefs and what they're pushing, their threat level to, the societal structure of the white man, basically. And, you know, come to find out, they try to paint any type of so-called black movement, if you will, for lack of a better term, as a dangerous thing, which all these different groups were infiltrated. The Panthers and all this stuff. Freedom Liberation Movement. You name it. All of it was taken by this devil. So that was not the proper way to get vengeance. The proper way is gonna be through our Lord Yahushua. The Lord said, "I'll show you a more excellent way." You know, it's not the way. Isaiah 30 said, "You shall hear a word behind thee that shall say, this is the truth. This is the way, walk ye in it," I should say. Right? So your eyes shall see your teachers, and you shall hear a way that shall say, "This is the way, walk ye in it," man. So this is not the way we're supposed to move according to the Spirit. Because even when Peter cut the ear off the high priest, right, or the servant of the high priest, he cut his ear off and shit, in a fit of rage. The Lord put it back on. The Lord let him get his ear back, man. It made it to where he could be healed. Even though he was a devil, even though he's a you know even though he was going off and shit, or he was the enemy, if you will. But that show you that the Lord, I said, there's a time and purpose for everything, all seasons. There's a time and purpose under the heaven for all things. And right now is not the time to take no matters into your own hands. You gotta wait. Have patience. In your patience, what? Possess ye your souls in your patience. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Therefore, if thy enemy hunger, feed him. And if he thirst, give him drink. And doing so, thou shalt heap coals of fire upon his head. Romans. Uh, that's right. So that's it doesn't mean literally your Edomite counterpart. That's your enemy. No, it's talking about the enemy of your own people. But the enemy itself, himself, the wicked, they'll be dealt with by the Lord in due time. Where to wait. Bide your time. Smile. Agree with that adversary quickly. You don't even have to smile. Just be cordial. I like to play with these devils and their brains, pick their brains. Act like I don't know shit. Sometimes a little Edomite chick will fall in your lap. You might you might have a little fun here and there. But then you gotta wake up to the reality. You're behind enemy lines with a whole demon, uh, surrounded by demons, I should say. And you can't never get comfortable around around the enemy, man, because the enemy can use any occasion for you to slip. Look at Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors going down quick because of some devil woman. Hold on. And so we're gonna be vindicated by the Lord through his uh through his revenge. All right. The Lord's gonna assert our claim, as it says, claim as one's own, avenge or punish. All right, so the Lord's gonna vindicate us to avenge or revenge. Vindicate his people. All right. He's gonna redeem us, buy us back. Because vengeance ultimately belongs to the Lord. I say, yeah, to vindicate, to avenge, to stake a claimant or to liberate, to act as an avenger, to clear from censorship or doubt by means of demonstration. All right, vindication, all right, active claiming or avenging, claim for freedom, set free, protect, defend. Yeah, so Lord gonna vindicate us, man, to set us free. You know, with his right arm, as they said, the right arm of justice. All right. It says, to show authority, vindicate, to show authority on our behalf. See, to set free, to protect, defend, avenge. All right, to proclaim, to show justification by proof, defense against censorship. This devil's trying to censor us. Stop the word, do this and that. Unless their rock should defend them, they should be consumed. And we're not, we're not consumed, but of the Lord's mercy, we're not consumed. And the Lord's still with us, even to this day. And he's showing that he's with us. But he's not with these 2/3 niggas that would do this type of shit. It says to free, avenge, to show authority, vindicate, to force, to proclaim, to show. I will show thy glory to the nations, right? The Lord said. Avenge, the word for avenge, to vindicate by inflicting pain or evil on the wrongdoer. To vindicate or inflict punishments upon the wrongdoer. Psalms 149 and verse 4. The Lord taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in their glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praise of the Most High be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand. To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. To execute upon them the judgment that is written. This honor have all his saints. They praise the Lord. Yeah, so execute vengeance upon the heathen, right, and punishments upon the people. So, that's the time. That's the time we're living in. The Lord is about to vindicate by inflicting pain on the evildoer or the wrongdoer. It says the wicked shall not go unpunished, though hand join in hand. Proverbs the 11th chapter. I believe it's 21. Real quick. Yeah, Proverbs 11 and 20. They that are full heart are an abomination to the Lord, but such are upright in the way of his delight. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Yeah. So the seed of the righteous is getting ready to be delivered. While these devils going down, and this is why you see these random jakes, starting to fucking hate Esau more and more. Because they see what this devil is and who he is, what he's about, how he's moving and stuff like that. They the Lord is spiritually blinding our people, right? Israel has not obtained that which he seeketh for. Romans the 11th chapter, the 7th verse. But they still to some type of level understand who the devil is, you know, in a manner of speaking. You know, they're not totally dead. They're not totally gone. Because the Lord about to raise up this tent of Judah. I mean, he has raised them up in the truth, of course, but what I mean is, right, the land of Isaiah 19:16, right, the land of Judah should be a terror unto Egypt, right? That's the 17th verse, Isaiah 19:17. The 16th verse, I believe it says, Egypt shall be as women, right? The spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst of it shall be as women, right? So they're going to, be fearful and cry and not be valiant anymore. These Americans, because the Lord is going to take away their pride and humble them to a great degree, to the point where they'll be broken to shivers, and there'll be nothing left of this fucking place. You know, because this is the most proud people ever, and they try to oppress our people, and to the point where we're destroyed. Because pretty soon they're about to come down with great wrath. Revelation 12:12. Right, the devil come down having great wrath, knowing he has but a short time. Okay, so his time is quickly approaching. You know, the time of doom, the day of doom is at hand. Right. Well, 2 Ezra 7:43. Go there. 2 Ezra 7:43. Yeah, it says, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time. That's the day of doom. Doom and gloom. That doom and gloom is the fucking forecast for the further for the furtherance of America. You know, for the foreseeable future, we see nothing but this place going down. This place not going up. The global economy is not looking up, as they say. You know, all you hear is nothing but wars and rumors of wars, signs in the heavens. You know, and all kind of shit. You know, earthquakes, diverse places. You know, that's all you see. That's all you experience. So the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for it to come, wherein corruption is past, intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, and righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. So the truth is going to spring up, and it's going to overtake the wicked one. The word of the Holy One says, if this counsel be of man, it shall come to naught. But if it be of the Most High, you shall surely be not able to overthrow it. For you shall be found to be fighting against the Most High. You can't fight the Most High. All right. You can't overcome the Most High, and you cannot uh, defeat him, in his ways. You know? The Lord threatened who shall not be utterly beaten out of his presence. 2 16. Right. So, anyways, 2 7 and verse 44. Intemperance and infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. There shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that have gotten the victory. You know, gotten the victory over what? The beast in his image, which ultimately, is the goal at the end of the day. You know, to be delivered, that's the penny that you're laboring for. You know? And you have to be strengthened up in the faith in order to do that. In order to make it, in order to, because this flesh is weak, and it will more than likely, be a point where you're faced with doubts and shit like that. So that's where the faith kicks in. Isaiah 33:6. Wisdom and knowledge is the stability of thy times and the strength of thy salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. So, you know, it that's how it works. It balances out, and it makes it to where you can endure. That's why the Lord was able to fast 40 days, 40 nights, because the strength of the faith was so strong, I should say. You know, obviously, the Lord is the Lord, and you are you, but you have the mind of the outside the spirit. First Corinthians 2:16. So you are capable of more than you know. You're capable of much more than you know. You know? Oh, Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Yahweh that strengthen me. The Lord said, the things that you have seen me do, you would do, and even greater. So there's nothing that shall be impossible unto you, man. You know, that's that, that's what Jake don't understand. The Holy Spirit and the Lord, when the Lord increase you and, and, and He level you up, like there's nothing, nobody and nothing can stop you. Nothing can come in your way. Okay, the Lord said John the Baptist was sent forth. They said there was none greater than John. Who made John so great? The Lord, the Spirit. You know, and the Lord was speaking so well of John. You know. So 2 7:46. I answered then and said, this is my first and last saying. It had been better not to have given the earth unto Adam, or else when it was given to him, they have restrained him from sinning. For what profit is it for man now in this present time to live in heaviness, and after death to look for punishment? Ultimately, we had to go through this to become the gods that we're supposed to be. All right? But at that time, you know, Ezra didn't understand that. But the angel's going to explain it to him. So it says, O thou Adam, what hast thou done? For though it was that thou hast sinned, thou art now fallen alone, but all that cometh thee. For what profit is it unto us if there be promise unto us an immortal time, whereas we have done the works that bring death? And there is promise unto us an everlasting hope, whereas ourselves, being most wicked, are made vain. And that there are laid up for us dwellings of health and safety, whereas we have lived wickedly. And the dwelling of health and safety is ultimately what we're looking forward to, laboring for. There remains the rest to the people of the Most High. Hebrews 4:10. There remains the rest. So as you as Jake get fed up with this place, they're looking for answers. But only unto you is it open, unto the elect. Everybody else can't understand. And they're not seeking the Lord 10 times more. It says to seek the Lord 10 times more. It doesn't say to fucking seek the Lord half-assed. It says, no, give the Lord, it says, give him no rest. Isaiah 62:6, until he make Jerusalem a praise on the earth. Isaiah 62:6 and 7. Right? I've set watchmen on the walls of Jerusalem that shall never hold their peace day or night. The Lord meant that, man, when he said that. All right. Because you see the brotherhood is out there day and night. All right. Psalms the 19th chapter. Right? The line that go off before the whole earth. There's no speech nor tongue where their words not heard, right? Because the internet, you know, brothers all over the world has seen your videos. So there's no line, you know, or there's no place on the earth, I should say, where the word has not been heard, you know, by Israel. Because it doesn't matter if, you know, some Chinese nigga up there in the Himalayas didn't hear the word. He's not Israel. So the word preached unto them is not going to profit him. You know, so what does it matter if he get, you know, you're supposed to teach the word really in America for the Israelites here, but also brothers outside, you know, are gonna, you know, because we have brothers all over the world, but mainly that's why you see the 12 tribes chart dealing with brothers on this side of the globe mostly, because that's where the main deliverance is gonna come. The main deliverance is going to come from here. It says, verse 50, and that there is promise of us an everlasting hope, and we ourselves, being most wicked, are made vain, and that there is laid up for us dwellings of health and safety, whereas we have lived wickedly, and that the glory of the Most High is kept to defend them which have led a weary life, whereas we have walked in the most wicked ways of all. Now that's all of us, you know. But starting with Judah, because the whole head is sick, Isaiah 1 and 5, I believe. You know, so we're all going through hell, you know. But it says, verse 53, and that there should be a showed a paradise for whose fruit endureth forever, wherein is security and medicine, sif shall we not enter in? For what? For we have walked in unpleasant places, and the faces of them which have used abstinence shall shine above the stars, whereas our faces shall be blacker than darkness. For while we lived, we committed iniquity, and we considered that not that we should begin to suffer after death. Then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle, which man which is born upon the earth shall fight. Okay. You're gonna have to go through racial profiling. You're gonna have to deal with Esau and be able to control yourself around himself, even when he had racist toward you, and you fed up with it. Now you can't attack his ass and try to, you know, take matters into your own hands in his kingdom, because at the end of the day, you gotta understand you're in captivity. You know, you're in captivity. You're not. You can't do that. I mean, unless you want to join a boxing ring or something and take out your aggression there or something. You know, or do some type of combat sport where you can make some money off of it. But even then, you know, but with this whole thing, you know, these type of incidents, I look at them and more so as like, you know, these people are agents or something like that, because you know that's not normal everyday behavior you're gonna see from Jake. You know, they just start stabbing motherfuckers. That's Esau, man. Esau is like the shooter and stuff like that. He's the one that be doing all the dirt when it comes to that. Jake, they shoot each other though over like drug money and stuff like that, and beefs and shit like that. So you know, but they ain't gonna text some random little white girl tourist, you know, and try to stab her up, you know. But you never know, you know. And that's the world we live in, a dangerous fucking world, because it can happen to you if you look like, you know, somebody else, you know, mistaken identity, you getting shot at. But that's the judgment of the Lord, so that's why you gotta fear the Lord all the times. You know? So Second Ezra 7:57. This is the condition that the battle which man shall which is born upon the earth shall fight. That if he be overcome it, he shall suffer. That if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing which I say. This is the life whereof Moses spake unto the people while he lived, saying, choose the life that thou mayest live. Nevertheless, they believed not him, nor yet the prophets after him, nor me which have spoken unto them, that there should be such heaviness in their destruction as shall be joy over them that were persuaded to salvation. Okay. Receive the engrafted word which is with meekness, which is able to save your souls. Right? I answered then, verse 62, 2 Ezra 7:62. I answered and said, I know, Lord, that the Most High is called merciful, and that he have mercy upon them which are not yet come into the world, and upon those that turn to his law, that he is patient and long suffering, that have on those that have sinned as his creatures, that he is bountiful, for he is ready to give where it needeth, and that he is of great mercy, for he multiplieth more and more mercies to them that are present and that are past, and also to them which are to come. But if he shall not multiply his mercies, the world would not continue with them that inherit therein. And he pardoneth, for if he had not did so of his goodness, that they which have committed such iniquities might be eased of them, the 10,000 part of men should not remain living. So basically, there'll be no flesh left to be saved, right? As the Lord said. And being judged, if he should not forgive them that are cured with his word and put out the multitude of contentions, there should be very few left, peradventure, in an innumerable multitude. So, the vengeance belongs to the Lord, and the Lord's going to avenge his people, man. The Israel of the Most High, his elect. So you don't got to take matters into your own hands, do shit like this. Second 15 and 9. Therefore said the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. All right, the word for avenge means to vindicate by inflicting pain on the wrongdoer and the evildoer. I will undo all that afflict thee, right? So I will undo all that afflict man. Behold, Zephaniah 3 and verse 14. It says Zephaniah 3:14. Sing, O daughter of Zion, shout, O Israel, and be glad and rejoice with all thy heart, O daughter of Jerusalem. The Lord hath taken away thy judgment, he hath cast out thy enemy, the King of Israel, even the Lord of hosts is in the midst of thee, and thou shalt see evil no anymore. For he has cast out thy enemy. In the day it shall be said unto Jerusalem, fear thou not, and to Zion, let not thy hands be slack. The Lord thy power is in the midst of thee, which is mighty. He will save, he will rejoice over thee with joy, and he will rest in his love, and he will joy over thee with singing. I will gather them that are sorrowful for the solemn assembly, who are of thee, to whom the reproach of it was a burden. Behold, at the time I will undo all that afflict thee. And I will save her that halted, and gather her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in the land where they were been put to shame. And at that time I will bring you again, even the time that I will gather you, for I will make you a name and praise among all people of the earth, when I will turn back your captivity before your eyes, saith the Lord. So I will undo all that afflict thee, man. The Lord's gonna undo these motherfucking devils. He's right, avenger again, to vindicate by inflicting pain on the wrongdoer, evildoer, to take revenge, to claim, to punish. All right, the Lord's gonna stake his claim, vindicate our people. Stake your claim, vindication, right? To show authority. Right? That's what's going to happen when the Lord crack those clouds. Every eye shall see him. Revelation 1. Verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him. And also they which pierced him, and all kings of the earth they will well because of him, even so. Right, amen. Right. So Zephaniah 3 and 20, right? And at that time I will again, even in that time will I gather you, for I will make you a name and a praise among all the people of the earth. But when I shall turn back your captivity before your eyes, saith the Lord. Right. Right. So with that, a call like how Shem Yel Shai Bashem, Kakodash, the bonus to the possibly must on peace and mercy to his leg. Jake is fed up, man. They're vexed, man. You know? That says in 2 Peter 2 and 7. You know, Lot was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, and Jake, you know, in their spirits, they're just, they're vexed, but you gotta hold on and have patience. So with that, shalom, shalom.